Hello and welcome back to AgDealerTV. I'm your host again this week, Scott Garvey. Have you adopted at least some precision technology systems on your farm? Industry statistics say farmers are increasing their adoption of it by around 10% each year. In late June, AGCO held a sustainable technology event, they called it, at their Markt Oberdorf Fendt factory in Germany. Here's how AGCO CEO Eric Hansotia opened the conference and explained why farmers will be increasingly interested in adopting precision ag systems.
Simply stated, the world doesn't have enough grain. There's a certain demand for food and fuel, and there's a supply. And there's a gap between the demand and supply right now, unfortunately. And that gap existed even before the conflict in Ukraine and Russia. It's just gotten worse. So farmers are under a lot of pressure to somehow produce more, get their yields up, be more effective, produce more. That's one reason why they're looking for precision technology, is to get more out of the land that they have. But at the same time, they're also under incredible pressure to use less inputs. Prices are quite high because fertilizer has been pulled out of the market from Russia and Ukraine, but also the other inputs are under some inflation. Availability is a problem. And you've got regulatory pressure that continues to put pressure on our farmers, like the Green New Deal in Europe, to use less chemical inputs and other inputs as they're getting this higher yield. So they're being asked to produce more, and they're getting rewarded from that for higher prices, and they're getting pressured to do so with less inputs. The only way to solve that equation is precision agriculture.
So, just exactly what is that Green New Deal in Europe Eric was talking about? Well, here is AGCO's Director of Global Sustainability, Louisa Parker-Smith, to explain what it means exactly for farmers on that continent.
I'd like to take a few moments to highlight today how regulatory developments in the EU, specifically the EU Green Deal, and its connected strategies will impact the future of farming in Europe. So the Green Deal aims to be, really sets the stage for Europe to be the first climate neutral continent by 2050. And they've set out interim targets to reduce emissions by 55% by 2030. This sets out the EU's path to a low carbon future, and it touches on almost every industry and sector. The targets have become legally binding through the EU climate law. And just to give you a sense of how broad this is, every piece of EU legislation is being reviewed to ensure that it aligns with the targets of the EU Green Deal and doesn't work against them. For ag, there are two key strategies under the Green New Deal which will impact our customers. Firstly, the farm to fork strategy, which many of you will have heard of. And this really covers the entire agricultural cycle from farm to fork. So it includes the food production, it includes the distribution, reducing food waste, and it goes all the way through to nutritious diets and reducing the challenge of obesity. So it's incredibly broad. Aside from that, there is the EU biodiversity strategy, which aims to halt and reverse ecosystem degradation by 2030. They include several targets which impact farmers directly, including reducing pesticide use by 50%, and fertilizer use by 20%, and also increasing the amount of land under organic production.
Well, you may be thinking that's just Europe. But as pressure increases on governments everywhere due to climate change, it isn't too much of a stretch to imagine we could be facing input restrictions here too. In fact, we're already facing carbon taxes on inputs, which is a result of climate change initiatives. But aside from helping increase production and reducing inputs at the same time, AGCO thinks it can significantly increase grower profits.
What's going to change is how we focus on improving the net farm income of our farmers. We're focused on a 20% improvement in their net farm income. We have a portfolio of products that we regularly refresh to ask the question, over the next 5-year horizon, are we going to be able to improve the bottom line for farmers by 20%? And that's not an easy task, especially when you're constantly challenging yourself to renew that. It's not like you get there once and you stop. We want to do this over time, and we want to keep that moving forward. The other piece is we want to make sure we deliver it with a focus on reliably delivering it for the farmers and make it easy for them to achieve these gains with their operation.
One key strategy to getting precision technology into the hands of everyone sooner rather than later, and even making it available to smaller producers who may not be able to afford to buy new high-end machines, AGCO is focusing on creating retrofittable systems that will work on machines across all brands.
I'm going to talk a lot today about retrofit first. We're the only OEM that focuses on retrofit first. And the reasons are simple. While it's hard for OEMs to do this, we believe it helps us be more innovative. We can get to market faster with the technology. We can go out, we can find customers with a multitude of brands, but look at their agronomic issues that they're trying to solve, look at the economic challenges that are in front of them, and help them solve that, and bring the technology out in small batches. Maybe the first year it's our own test. Next year, maybe there are 10 customers that we'll engage with. If things go well, maybe we'll increase to 50. And after a few years, we have a mature product. At that stage, we take the next step and we go into serial production in our factories, and we make it available to other OEMs as well. It's been a great strategy for us, but the way we do it is driving for innovation and having an independent retrofit-focused channel to deliver those solutions. So it's not just an OEM channel, we have a retrofit-focused channel that specializes in delivering those innovations to customers, and that's what they do. And that's what makes it special, the innovation and the channel delivering it to the market.
To prove their precision systems can increase farm profits, AGCO is working with a German farmer to create a model farm to demonstrate just how a real operation sees actual gains. And they took the attendees from the sustainability event out to that farm to see for themselves how precision technology is making an impact on that operation.
So now, tomorrow, we're gonna head out to the field, and let's keep our fingers crossed that the weather cooperates. But we are really excited about what we have, because the way we framed this up is, we talk about the 20% improvement in net farm income, but we want to have a model farm. And so Alex is our farmer example, and Alex has got 500 hectares of land. And when you look at the makeup of the farm, you're going to see a variety of crops. But what we're going to do at every single station is talk about the improvements that we can make in Alex's operation that will help him achieve the Green Deal and also achieve the net farm income improvements that we're committed to. And with that, you know that farms are investing each year in bringing a good crop. From a cost standpoint, on this model farm, the costs increased from 700,000 euros a year ago to 1.2 million euros this year. And on a farm this size, to achieve the 20% improvement, we need to help Alex achieve nearly $100,000 in improvement. And so that's a huge step forward as we look at positively impacting these operations.
Well, that's it for another episode of AgDealerTV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.